Okay, welcome back. Today we have the Monkey D. Luffy Starter Deck 14 Mono Black Leader. So the Italians cooked with this guy for Liverpool. That was in the OP07.5 format. They did incredibly well. This deck had an absurd win rate. Mostly that was because all the players piloting it, other than one or two, were very elite players. So they really carried this deck's win rate. Really talented guys from Italy brought this over. Has a pretty interesting matchup into the luigi. Giving all your characters +1 cost makes their math a lot harder. They have to think a lot more. But they can still win. They can double pop with the luigi, which is pretty cool. But yeah, this deck has interesting matchups. But you would think into aggro, it could be tough because you can only single pop with the Brooks, although you can obviously pop when attacking. You don't play the 4-cost luigi in this build, but going to 6k leader is really nice. Into the pudding, I've played a couple games. This feels like a free win, honestly. The pudding, I think it's a good deck, but black seems like a really tough matchup for the pudding. Shout out to Luigi Amato for this list. This is his 08 list. It seemed like a really good starting place, so I'll try and remember to drop his Twitter in the description. So check him out. And let's go over the list quickly. So you have the leader, gives all your characters 1k cost, +1 cost. And if you have a 8 or cost 8 or higher character, this leader goes to 6,000. That's during your turn, your opponent's turn. It's brilliant. So for 1 dong, you're swinging 7, as long as you have a big guy. Kind of like Katakuri. 1 dong, swing 7. And in this set, boy, do you gain some big guys. This Jack, once you play him down on the board, he is an 11 cost. Playing this on curve, or even on 8, so hard to answer for pretty much any deck. The only easy answer to this, if you play on 8, they can play Stussy on 9, or blue can play Red Rock. Yellow can also play Rego, but I'm seeing a lot less NL now. People seem to be playing a lot more Pudding, and Pudding is not playing Rego. So this guy obviously activates your leader ability. If you play him on 7, you can't use it because you need the Don, but you have it for next turn. You play this on 7 into like a Don on leader, and play out the Robin on your 9 Don turn. You can clear an 8 with a Jack, just for free. Very cool. Even if it's Kuzan you've got on the board from the previous turns on 7, you can use the Kuzan. Play the Jack, tap the Jack, and Jack can KO a 7 on curve, which is insane. I don't manage to find this Kuzan in many of the games today, but I'm sure it's really good when you do find it. We have the Brook. Brook's a classic. It's your only removal of Moria. In this deck, you've got the Rebecca into the Brook. It's great. It double pops. It's really good into aggro, into something like a Zoro deck. Into Calgara, it's okay as well. Getting this out on 3, it's kind of hard, so if your opponent to remove it on 4, even Lucci, they have to have the 4-cost Lucci and enough cards in trash, which is easier said than done. You have the T-Bone. This is a 2k counter. You can KO a 2 with it. It's Navy searchable with brand new. You can grab it back with Rebecca. I've not really played this out much, but I'm sure it could come up pretty clutch. And the artwork is one of my favourites. I love this T-Bone. You have the 4-cost Kuzan. Another artwork appreciation moment. This guy's brilliant. Draws a card on play, replaces himself, and gives -4 in attacking. Great to combo with Jack on curve, like we spoke about. Great to combo. If you have this on the board, you swing, play out Moria, Rebecca Brook, KOs, immediately KOs a 5, plus whatever other reduction you're playing. Forcerus is the best 2k in the deck. It gives -2 on play and is Navy searchable. Ranu is our Navy searcher. He fills the trash. Sabo is a brilliant card in this deck. You don't have that many ways to fill your trash, unlike Lucci. So this trashing 2 is really cool. He's great in Black Mirrors, of course, because they cannot KO him. You can also grab him off Rebecca Sabo if you need to play it against Black Yellow Luffy. You can stall with Rebecca, grab Sabo, play out Sabo. Rebecca is broken. I think this is one of the most broken cards in the game. It does everything. In this deck, it's less powerful than it is in Lucci with the whole Spandine thing. You can still grab a Brook. You can grab a 2k, play out a Brook from hand. You can grab a 2k, play out a Searcher from hand. This card's insane. This card is also insane. This is one of the other best cards in the game. Yeah, he can grab Kuzan and Borsalino for the ultimate value Moria. He can grab Rebecca and Suru and Brooke to do a KO play. This card's really good. It's less good than it is in Lucci. Lucci does make even better use of this, but it's still insane. This Kaido is pretty cool. He's another big guy. You could play the Stussy if you wanted to, but I kind of like this for the Black Yellow Luffy matchup, and even just the Black matchup if they play a Sabo. You can trash something, and getting that one card out of their hand as well can be pretty handy. Jack, this is the new card from the set. You rest him, you draw one, you trash one, you KO 3. It's kind of insane. And he's so hard for anything to remove that isn't red or blue. Like I say, I'm not seeing much Rego at the minute. I'm not seeing much NL. Blue, yeah, Boa is around, and Doflamingo will certainly be around soon, but he's not too popular at the moment. But yeah, red can deal with this with power reduction. Everything else, he's 11 cost. It's crazy. The Tashigi is another 2k, it's Navy searchable. You can sometimes tap it to give -2. It's okay, you can play it from Rebecca if you really want to. And you can also grab it with Rebecca, which is important. This is the Sanji from the starter deck. If you, on 6, you Don Leader, play out the Sanji, he KOs whatever your opponent played on 5. Obviously, unless it's Sabo. This card's really good, very efficient. I haven't found that much use for it. I might be tempted to go down to just 2 copies. But he's pretty good. This Robin is nuts. If you can play the Jack on 7, or even 8, and he doesn't get removed, which he usually doesn't, then you play out the Robin on the next turn. The Jack fulfills the 8 cost for Robin's effect. You give something -5, you clear an 8. You go Jack, they go Moria, you play Robin, clear their Moria with your Jack, and then you've got 3 board on to do whatever. You can make your leader 6k. And for Ice Age, classic, -5. You can't go wrong. Okay, and here we are with the mirror. I have got absolutely no idea how this is going to go. He chose to go second. We have to go first. I think going first. This is Sabo's nice. We don't have a Jack. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. We can hopefully find something with the brand new. No, I'm gonna mulligan, try and find Jack. Well, this is like the same hand, but slightly worse. We just don't have the brand new now. Oh well. Well, I guess we'll swing 8. And it'll end our turn. It's gonna be pretty hard for both of us to remove each other's stuff here. I'll take this. No triggers. Does he have the he has the Kuzan. That's pretty nice for him. And we don't have a way to get rid of it. That sucks. We might just lose this one off that. We can play out the Sabo. That's, yeah, we'll be playing out the Sabo here. So his Kuzan doesn't really do anything this turn. Unless he's got like a 6 cost Brook. But they don't usually play that. We'll play out the Sabo. Ditching... Oh dear. This is interesting. We'll ditch a T-Bone and a Rebecca. Drawing all of our low end. No Jack, no Moria, no Kaido yet. He does swing us a 5 into 5. I'm just going to take the free block. If he's got the 6 cost Brook, he can remove this. Does swing 5 into 5. I'm tempted to take this one to try and find something decent to play next turn. Yeah, I think I will take this one. Okay, we get the Moria, that's nice. Is this the Brook? 6 cost Brook? Or is it just like a 6 cost Robin? Six cost Robin. Okay, so we need to remove this, definitely. We have 7 Dons. We can use an Ice Age plus a Rebecca Brook combo to remove the Robin. That's going to cost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can swing 7 into the Kuzan. Yep, that's correct. See if he wants to give us 2 cards to defend this. He does. Pretty good. Do we want to swing a 6 into it? I kind of do want to swing a 6 into it because this is going to die anyway. Okay, or he can kill it anyway because he's going to keep the Kuzan if we leave it upright. So we may as well swing the 6 into it, in my opinion. And he lets it go. That is perfect for us. And we can play out the Rebecca, grab the T-Bone, play out the Brook, -1, KO the Robin. This is looking pretty good now. Board state was horrendous. Now, honestly, it's pretty good. He's got 8. He doesn't really have a Moria play. He can Moria Kuzan, but that's not great. He can Jack. If he has an Ice Age, he can Ice Age Jack, remove something. And then swing 5. But yeah, this is not looking bad for us. We do have a Moria of our own this turn, but we have absolutely nothing to summon. 5 into 4. I'm going to use a 2k just so if I do use a Rebecca, we have something to grab back. We'll give him the no blocker, give him the T-Bone. This 8 is screaming either Moria for not very much, or... Okay, here's the Jack. Jack rests itself, and... No, Brook's still there. I don't know what I was... Okay, so the Jack's here. We've got 9. So we could drop the Robin. We can actually clear the Jack. No, we can't, because we don't have an 8-cost character. Ignore me. So our Moria plays are terrible. They are absolutely god-awful. We could just pile all our Dons on, or a bunch of Don on Luffy and attack into the Jack. I don't hate it. We don't have much else going on. I think I'm piling at least 3 Dons on swinging 8. Yeah, I don't have another way to remove this Jack. So, honestly... This can't be correct. But it feels pretty good. We're removing the Jack. We're not doing anything else, but he didn't do anything else either, so... You know what? Go on, save it. Yeah, there we go. What a game. Okay, he has the Kaido. Crashes the Brook. Gets rid of our Sabo, and we have to trash a card. We'll trash a Suru. So here, this is a 10. We can Ice Age it down to 5. We can... We still don't have an 8. We still don't have Jack. We really need that Jack. We can do Ice Age Suru, Moria, Summon Suru. What are we doing with this 7? I think I'm just going to block this 7. I don't want to go down too low. So we can make a pretty greedy play here. We can Ice Age him down to 5. We can Suru it down to 3. We can resummon the other Suru, bring it down to 1, and limp attack with the Brook, 4 into 5, KO the Kaido. We do establish our Moria, we get another blocker, we can grab a 2k or a Sabo. I kind of like it actually. So it's Ice Age the Kaido to 5. Let's Suru the Kaido to 3. Play out the Moria. Rebecca active, Suru rested. Suru get this. This can grab... Do we want a 2k or do we want a Sabo? I kind of want a Sabo. Yeah, let's take a Sabo. Play out nothing. And then we will drive by this. Back fails. And then we'll swing 5. It was a very expensive turn, but if we can keep this Moria on the board, I'm not hopeful, but if we can play out the Robin next turn, start getting value with this Brook, especially if he could stick around as well. They've got the 10 Dons, they can probably do a lot here. They have Sin, 2 Jacks, and a Kaido. So if they were to play, if they have like an Ice Age and a Moria, they have no Suru and Trash, which is pretty good. 2 Dons here. Here comes the Moria. Because this is just a value Moria. Yeah, and he has a no 2 cost. Just deploys the Brook. Takes out a Suru. Sure, I'm going to do that. So can we drive by this Moria with the Brook? We've got the Robin to reduce it to a 4. No, we can't. No, I don't think we can clear this Moria. So we could play out the Robin, reduce the Rebecca, then swing something like 6 with Brook into the Brook, drive-buying the Rebecca. That's not too bad. And then we've got a couple Dons for our leader to go to 6k. I don't hate that. I don't hate that at all. We do have an 8-cost character because the Moria didn't leave play. We can do 5 with that, 2 with that, it takes him down to 2. Yeah, we can't get that last 1 cost off. So let's do the Robin onto the Rebecca. Put 2 Don on Brook. Swing Brook into Brook, -1 Rebecca, K Rebecca. I know we could have put the -1 somewhere else, but it doesn't matter, I don't have any other KO effects. And we can't get this down to less than an 8 to remove his leader effect. Let's do 8 into 6, and then we can do 9 into 6. And he goes down to 1 life. Here we can potentially start pressuring his hand a bit more. I'm really wondering why this deck doesn't play Helmeppo. Helmeppo seems to make a lot of numbers a lot better. Like this Brook, you're summoning this Brook all the time. He does 7 into 4. I think we have to let that go. I could have defended it with the 2/2Ks, but then he just rams the Moria into it. I'm happy to take a swing with the Moria into my life here. If he goes Moria into Moria, I've got a couple 2Ks I'm happy to give. If he wants to put all his Don on the Moria and go into Moria, that's fine, he can have it. And then next turn we can just ram big into the Moria potentially. Or use some combo. We're going to get a top deck here, and Ice Age would be brilliant. We do have more Morias that we can summon, but we don't have great. There's an Ice Age on the Nico. Okay, he gets the Jack, that's pretty good for him. Removes the Nico. And this 10 goes there. Give him the T-Bone. And we draw a Kuzan, which is not quite what I was looking for. Okay. I feel like we kind of want to go aggro here, because he's going to be able to remove our board all the time, but he is at 1 life. We can do 2 Don's leader, swing 8 into 6, swing 9 into 6, and play out another Moria. I kind of like that. I think we can guarantee get him down to 0 here, unless his hand is like stuffed full of 2Ks, and if it is, he's going to have no cards in hand. And then we'll just do another Moria, grab a Rebecca, and there's no point grabbing the Suru because I'm going to play out this Brook, I think, anyway. Am I playing out the Brook? I mean, I guess we'll do it, and then we can look at... Sure. Here. And then we can grab... Do we want to grab a 2K, or do we want to grab the Brook? I think I just want to fill the board with as many attacking threats as possible. So I'm going to get the Brook, go to this, play this, go to this, -1 here for fun, no KO, end the turn. Now he's at 0 life, he has 6 cards in hand, he needs to play a blocker, and it really needs to be a Sabo. Because if it's just Rebecca, we can remove the Rebecca. Well, we kind of can't, but he doesn't know that. 8 into 4. He's got 8 Dons left. I'm probably going to give him the Rebecca here. So then... no, because I want him to attack me. Yeah, we'll let that go. We'll let that go. This can carry the Suru. And cycle him a card. He trashes the Ice Age. 9 into 9. You're not having that. No blockers. You can have the Tashigi. And then is this 8 just for a Moria for a Rebecca? Okay, he's just grabbing a lot of cards. He draws a T-Bone. And a Tashigi. He's got a lot of counter. He does have a lot of counter. We've got 3 big swings here. We can do 10, 10, and then 14. We're kind of in no date. I'm going to start with a 10. We know he has those 2 2Ks. And all else fails, we can do 1, 2, 3, 12. And if he blocks the 12, then we go all in with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, another 12. Or if he's going to counter that one with his entire hand, so mathematically he's 6, he can go 8, 10, 12. He needs to have no bricks and all 2Ks. So yeah, let's just go for it. 12. And I don't think he has it. And even if he does, he needs to find another blocker next turn. He didn't have it. Well played. That was an interesting mirror. I'm not sure where he went wrong or where I could have done better. I think potentially I could have kept the original hand because it had the brand new, and then that could have helped you find the Kuzan on curve. But to be fair, the Sabo, when he played the Kuzan on 4, the Sabo on 5 was pretty good. I don't know. Either way, that was a good game. I think we played pretty well. There's always stuff you can do better, especially in a mirror. But we got the win. End of the day, that's what's important. Okay, so we are here against the Boa in this one. Black, traditionally a bad matchup for Boa, but there was a Boa that did pretty hot at the recent tournament in Auckland. We're going second, or we're going first. I would love to find a Kuzan. Maybe we can find this brand new. We can play out the Brook on 3, and then if he does a Jinbei combo, we can remove at least one of them with the Ice Age, and we play out the Rebecca and the brand new. So, well, this isn't a very good late game hand. Let's mulligan. This is the same hand except with a Jack. We'll take it. The Jack's going to probably prove pretty useful. You might play out a Sengoku on 2, which is cool. We can remove it with the Brook. He draws the 07 Boa. Let's Simple swing of 5. He'll probably counter this one. Boa tends to like to counter out early, because they need to have low cards in hand for their abilities. Yep, he gives us the Doflamingo blocker. We'll drop the Brook. Kill the Sengoku. End our turn. We do draw into the Rebecca again, so this is exactly the same hand as before. He's only got 3, so this is saying maybe Doflamingo blocker. We'll take this. Just the Doflamingo blocker. Now we can play out the Tashigi and drive by the Doflamingo. I don't hate it. Don't love it. Next turn, we're looking to potentially Jack. We'll put him in a spot where he can't Grav Blade yet, and he would have to attack into either the Brook or the Tashigi, and we get to keep one of them. And then either way, we get to remove one of his Warlords with Jack. I actually don't hate that. In fact, let's do it. Let's do the... Do we want to Rebecca? No, there's no point Rebecca-ing. We'll use this, rest this, do that. And then we will put a Don on leader to increase the cost in case of any random triggers. KO the Doflamingo blocker. Swinging 5 with the Brook. He'll probably counter one of these hits and take the other. He counters this one. Expect he'll take this one, but you never know. He did take this one. And he's at the 6. He could play the Jozu. He could play the Boa. He plays the Boa. Then, if he doesn't freeze this Brook, that's pretty good. But I expect he would. And we could just play out the Jack if he plays the Boa. He plays the Kaya, so no Boa. Maybe a Warlord combo coming instead. Which is what we were hoping for, because the most he can swing into is one of these guys. He can swing into either the Brook or the Tashigi. We'll give it to him. I don't think I want to save them. That would probably be okay for setting up trash, if I wanted to save them. Let's see what combo he goes for. Goes for 6 into the Brook. Honestly, it's the Tashigi I wanted to keep more, but keeping the Brook around is okay. If I keep the Brook around this turn... Yeah, you know what? I think I will. I'll trash the T-Bone and trash the Brand New. We don't really need those cards, and it's nice to set up the T-Bone and trash for our Rebecca. And he plays a Jinbei into nothing. That's devastating for him. We'll just rest the Tashigi. Play out the Jack. Rest the Jack. Draw 1 Kuzan. I don't love the Kuzan. We'll just KO this. And then swing 5. I don't think I want to swing with the Brook. I think I want to keep the Brook around. Although, to be honest, at this point, the Tashigi's more of a threat. We could just drive by the Kaya. Stop him bottoming it with a Boa to draw a card. Honestly. No, let's keep the Brook around. I don't care about him drawing a card, bottoming the Kaya. That's fine. So he has got the 8. He could Raging Tiger these two. I expect more likely he will play out the Boa. Stop our Brook from attacking, because the Jack doesn't tend to attack very much. But he does go with the Tiger. Okay. That's interesting. We'll definitely take the 6, I think. Yeah. We get the Moria. That's really nice. What do we have in here? We have a Brand New and a Kuzan. We can do a Value Moria. The Jack can KO the Kaya, I guess. Value Moria is fine here, because then we create a whole bunch of threats, and we can Don lead to go to 6. I don't hate it, you know? And then we can actually attack with the Jack, get a couple cards out of his hand. This is looking pretty good. Deploy the Moria, Kuzan, and Brand New. I should have probably attacked with at least the Jack beforehand. This is a mistake, because his Raging Tiger trigger bottoms a 5, so he could get rid of our Kuzan here. I don't care about the brand new. We'll draw with first with the Kuzan. The brand new hits nothing. Very good. Then we'll swing 7. He gives us the Zero Cost and the Jozu. And do we want to rest Kaya, or do we want to... Do we need to cycle a card? I don't think so. Let's just attack him. Get some more pressure on. Get him down to 2. He's down to 2. We've got a crazy board. Yep, you can have the brand new. You can do 10 for Kaido. Bounce or nothing. You can bounce the Kuzan. This is terrible. That's quite funny, actually. That is quite funny. Yeah, and he concedes. I don't blame him. This card stinks in this matchup. I wasn't even thinking about this, but maybe I should have been. That's kind of funny, though. Return an 8 or less, and he's 9. Yeah. Okay, well, we got the win against the Boa. Again, like I said, I don't think this is supposed to be one of your harder matchups. He also had the terrible Jinbei at the start. He played the Jinbei and played nothing off of it, which is also kind of funny. But hey, GG's. Okay, and here we are against the Calgara. These are some of my first games with this deck, so there will be some misplays. Hand is looking okay. He's going second. Let's give this a mulligan. And we've got nothing on 1. So Calgara, pretty fast deck. We've got nothing on 3. So it'll just be an 8. It'll take, and we'll under turn. If he could play out maybe the Ohm Holy here. I think we'll take this first one. And then he does indeed play out the Ohm and the Holy. In response, we don't have a lot going on here, but we can swing for 6 and play out the Kuzan. And then next turn we can look to potentially play out the Jack or use the Sanji. I think that's okay. We don't have a lot of counter. We might have to use the Rebecca, or we could use the Sabo here. Then next turn we can use the Jack to take out the dog. I kind of like the Sabo here to get a little more counter. Let's do 5. He takes the 5. Let's deploy this. Oh, no more counter. We don't need 2 Kuzans. And I don't think we need 2 Sanjis either. Although the Moria, currently we don't have a Brook. Maybe we should keep the... I'll trash the Sanji. And we'll end. Would love to see a Brook, potentially, in the next couple turns. We do have the Jack for next turn, which is fine. 6. Cheats out the Wiper. Takes nothing. Plays out the Yard from hand. And finds a Calgara character. I think we'll take this one. Get a 2k, that's nice. 6, we'll give him the 2k. No blockers. Give him the 2k. And then the Ohm is swinging in for 6. I think we're going to block this and then give him the Rebecca. And then what's he going to play for 4? He's got another dog. Sure. So we've got 7 for Jack. A lot of Morias. Too many Morias, honestly. It's pretty crazy to say, but here we are. Let's go 5 into the dog. And then we'll play the Jack. Activate the Jack for a 2k, which is nice. I think I'm going to get rid of one of these Morias. Get rid of the dog. And end the turn. Keep the Sabo up. We're going to need... We're in a bit of a spot here, actually. We have found a lot of our top end And a lot of our counterless cards here. A little sus. I'm happy to potentially let this Sabo go here. Does 6. Cheats out the Kalgara. No blocker. Give him the Tashigi. Use the blocker here. If he tries to target down the Sabo, that'd be really good for us. He doesn't do that. We don't have any counter. Do get a Tashigi to potentially block this Omis hit though. If he just swings the 6, 7 Dons. Yep, I can use the Tashigi to block the Ohm. Then he plays out the Norland. Okay. So we can do a... We can clear this Kalgara pretty easily with the Jack. We're not... We can get a Rebecca back as a blocker. Rebecca can grab a 2k. Also grab a Suru for fun. Another Kuzan off the top was not quite what I was looking for. I think we need to clear this Kalgara. He's a massive threat. So I think we need 1 for the Ice Age and then 8 for the Moria. Let's do 1 for the Ice Age. Do this. Then we will use the Jack, because if we get a Brook, that could be potentially pretty good. We get our 4th Kuzan. Let's get rid of the Kuzan. Get rid of this. Swing 5 into the Wiper. Then do 8 for Moria. Moria will resummon this, and do we want the Suru? Not really. And then the Rebecca will add a 2k to hand and play out nothing. If we can survive this turn with at least 1 life, we might be in an okay spot. We've got 2 blockers, we've got a 2k. It's not looking good though. This is looking like a rough time. We did get rid of that Kalgara character, which is very important. If he has another Norland, he now can't heal. But not being able to clear any of these guys is pretty scary. Let's just block with the Rebecca in case he has something like a Thunderbolt. He's deep in the tank. He's going to swing 7 with the Wiper. So he's got 6 Dons left, so he can swing 7, 7, 9. If we take this, we need to take at least 1 hit so we can block 1 of these 7s, and then use the Sabo on the 9. We do get the Brook, that's pretty nice. We'll block this one. Yeah, we're gonna go down to 0 here, which makes me think like we want to save the Sabo, but we can't. This is gonna be another 7, and then this is gonna be a 9, which the Sabo has to block the 9. No blocker. Hit him with the Tashigi. Hit him with the Brook. Resolve. He hits us with the Ohm. Yep. Well, there's another 2k. Okay. We can choose to save the Sabo. He keeps 2 up, probably for events. I think we need to save the Sabo, as he's given us this opportunity to. Right, we draw another Tsuru. That's pretty nice. So what have we got? We can do... we can use the Jack to take out the Holy. And then we can use the Moria to resummon the Rebecca and the Suru. And then the Rebecca can summon the Brook. That only takes out the Holy again. Hmm. Hmm. We could... No, I don't think that's a good idea. This is not looking too hot. No brand news either. We might want to choose to try and grab like an Ice Age off the Jack. So I think we'll start with... Yeah, we'll start with the Jack to take out the dog, I think. Get another Jack. That's not great. Not the dog. And we can swing 10 with the Moria into the Ohm. Try and clear him. Let's do that. Or we can swing into the Norland, because he is 5 cost. If he chooses to defend this, probably should if he can. He has the L4. That's pretty good. Yeah, I think we're cooked here. We always... We ever playing this Sanji? Takes out a hit, but it doesn't get us a blocker. I don't think we can afford to. Let's attack into the Wiper. We do get a 6k, which is kind of nice. He has another L4. Okay. Play out the Moria. Grab the Rebecca. And nothing else. Rebecca effect. We'll grab out the T-Bone. And play out nothing. And he has 4 hits. He has 10 dons, so he can do something like 8, 8, 8, 8. He can swing all the 8s, which is pretty good, because we only have 2 2Ks. If he chooses to start swinging 7s, that's brilliant. We can block a couple of those hits. We have 2 blockers. We've got the Sabo and the Rebecca. And I think we're getting there, but okay, he's thinking. He does swing the 8. It's not great. Give him the Rebecca. Yeah, he's worked it out. Yup. And that's going to be a loss, as long as he doesn't make a terrible mistake. Yep, and we do lose that one against the Calgara. He was able to get a really explosive start. I'm not sure what I could have done differently there. Let me know if you can think of anything. Maybe playing out the Kuzan instead of the Sabo would have been nice. But we did remove something every turn with the Jack already. Admittedly, they were only like the Holies. But we got rid of the Calgara with the Jack. Potentially, I could have swung into him less to give him less resources. I always swung board when I could, but potentially I should have swung into him less in general. We just drew a lot of these bricks. We drew a lot of Sanjis, a lot of Kuzans, and a lot of Jacks. Anyway, let's get into the next one. Okay, next up we've got a match against the Luigi. Who will be the best black deck? Let's go second. We've got brand new, that's pretty nice. No Kuzan, no Sabo, no Jack. We'll keep this, try and find a Kuzan off the brand new. I think we want to play a Kuzan on curve here. We don't get a Kuzan, we don't get much of anything. Oh well. Get all our top end into the trash. Very good. See what he does on 3. Might just be an 8. Yep, just an 8. Mills a Kaku and a Spandam. We'll just take the hit. Get another Jack. There's the Kuzan. That's pretty good. Let's hit him with the 5. He might be able to remove this, but make him commit resources to it. And we draw another 2k. That's kind of nice. Now next turn, we don't have a Sabo for next turn, which is normally what I like to do. We can play the Rebecca to pick back up the Kuzan. We have nothing better to do. We might do that. He hits us with the 5. We don't have anything to do, so I'm tempted to take this. Presuming this is either going to be a Sabo or a Kaku. I'm going to take this. We get a Toshiki, which is not what I was looking for. He gets the Who's Who, trashes a Sabo. Okay. Can we remove the Who's Who? Not likely. So on this, we can do 6. We can play out the Rebecca. Grabbing back the... Not getting anything crazy back. We can do a couple hits. Maybe try and get a couple cards out of his hand. Might be... We can still play the Rebecca to get it in trash for later. Next turn, I think we're going to be doing a Moria play. Not a Moria play, a Jack play. We would like to get some reduction on the board. The Kuzan did get removed. Let's try 5 with Branu. Let's do 5 with Leader. And then we'll play out the Rebecca, grab out the Kuzan. I'm going to play out the Toshigi in hopes that it might survive, so I can reduce something like the Who's Who combo with my Jack. If he plays a Jack of his own, that would not be great, but he might choose to minus down the Rebecca. He's not playing a Jack. I think I'll give him the Rebecca. If he wants to, he might commit another Don here, swing 6, and then play out a Sabo. That'd be pretty good for him. He's already seen 2 though. Maybe he doesn't have the 3rd. We'll see what he does. I can always play out the Tsuru with the Jack to remove the Who's Who, but it feels somewhat wasteful. Okay, he's swinging. Yeah, I'm not defending that. Definitely not defending that. And is this a Brook, perhaps? This is a Brook. Okay, so we can use the Jack to kill the Brook. That's good. I'm pleased with that. So we will play out the Jack. Swing 7 into the Who's Who. Because we get the 1k buff, as our Jack is large. Then we'll use this. We'll draw 1. We'll trash. I like this Rebecca. The Robin could be good for next turn. I'm not sure we need the Kuzan. And we can kill the Brook. He's going to have a really tough time removing this on 9. Can't Stussy. He whiffs on the Spandam. That's lovely. Plays out the Khalifa. Looking to cycle a couple cards. Trashes a whole bunch of Rob Lucci's. 4, yeah, he's definitely not removing this Jack, which is lovely to see. He swings 9 into 6. Could counter this one. Probably don't need to. The Sabo is quite nice to see. In Ice Age, that's pretty cool. So I think this turn I'm going to be playing out the Robin. We can use the Robin to give -5 to the Khalifa. Rest the Jack, KO the Khalifa, and we can even play out this Brook and still have Don for lead. So let's start with Don leader. We'll swing 7 at his face. See how he responds. He'll probably take this. There's no trigger he can get that can KO our Jack, so we'll use this first before playing anything else. He's taking his time. Takes the hit, no triggers. Let's play out the Robin. -5 to the Khalifa. use the Jack effect. Trashing... Honestly, it's probably one of these T-bones. Okay, the Khalifa. And then we'll play out the Brook. Okay, the Span. And then Dotto. Looking pretty good here. Now we can, next turn, if all this sticks around, we're looking pretty hot. He does give us the 6 into 6. I'll defend this one for sure. Give him one of the T-bones. He's got 9 dons. Maybe this could be for a Moria play. He can do the whole, I presume he can do the whole combo. Yep, he has the Spandine. He doesn't have a Helmeppo. He can only do Tsudu. What did he give the -1? He gave -1 to Jack. A Jack of his own. Interesting. Rest of the Jack. He can't care anything because our Brook is a 4. I think that's a misplay on his part. And there we go. Assuming he didn't misplay, if he was able to remove this Brook correctly, on the next turn, we could have done an Ice Age and a Robin to reduce this Jack down to 1, and then removed it with our Jack. Then we would have had lots of Dom left. We could have played another Jack. We could have blocked it up with a Sabo. I think we had this one on lock. Life was a couple brand news. He had a 2k at the end. He could have played the E-Show that turn, but I don't think it was doing much for him. But hey, we got the win against the Luigi. I guess we were the better black deck. Here we have a game against the purple Luffy. I'm gonna go... He wants to go first. I think I'm just gonna go second anyway. We've got the brand new, got the Kaido. I'd love to see a Kuzan, but yeah, because Kuzan's pretty hard for him to remove on curve. Unless he wants to double take and then play poorly. Oh my, look at this, I think. Okay, this is similar. This is probably slightly better. We still have the brand new one too. Hopefully we can find a Kuzan, we find a Suru, and trash all of our Morias. Incredible. 5 into 5, we will... He could play Blocker Law, so we will counter this. We'll give him the... We have nothing to do on 4. Wow. But we have to play around Blocker Law. I'll give him the Suru. Yeah, I know he can... No, he just plays the vanilla. Okay. Nothing good. Wow. Yeah, our hand sucks. I guess we'll do 5-7. Got on some pressure. This is not looking great though. I would have loved to see a Kuzan. Kuzan this turn would be incredible. But hey, it's okay. He's got the Sphinx. He's going to swing 6 with the Sphinx into life. I'll give him the T-Bone. We don't know how much this is going to be doing. He does take... We'll take this one. We draw another T-Bone. And he plays out the Kid. Well, we can remove the Kid with the Ice Age and the Brook. We can Rebecca Brook, in fact. It's not too bad. So Ice Age Rebecca Brook costs 5. So we can swing 6 into the Sphinx. I don't see a better play, really. Get a card out of his hand. He'll want to keep this. Play out the Rebecca to grab the T-Bone. Play out the Brook. Brook. End the turn. Clear the Kid, not too bad. We do have the... Do you want to just let this go? Kind of want to take a damage here. Where we go? We're going to 8. Yeah, I kind of want to take a damage here to try and find something. So I'm going to let this go. Amoria would be nice. Magellan is not great. We are now going to 7. 5 into 5. What's he got for 3? Zorojiro? Or take a hit. Either way, I think I want to take a hit here. Just another Rebecca. Okay. Plays the law, no effect. We have 7 here. We can do another Ice Age. It's not looking too hot. We could just play out the Robin. Obviously you get no effect on the Robin. We can Ice Age to remove the law and attack into the Sphinx. Ice Age Rebecca Brooke costs 5, and then we could attack 7 into the Sphinx. Doesn't feel great though. Maybe we allow the Sphinx and would go 5/5 into his life. Or I feel like we want to keep this Ice Age, I can't lie. Maybe we just drop the Robin and swing 6 into the Sphinx. Or we could do the brand new. What are we looking for with the brand new? Kuzan? Tough turn, I'm really not sure what to do here. Maybe I could have kept the Brook alive if I blocked with the Rebecca, but I sort of just assumed he would swing big with this. He's going to 10, he can drop the Monkey D. Luffy, or he can drop the Kaido. I think we drop the Robin and go to 9 on the next Yeah, I think we want to drop the Robin. So we'll go 6 into... He's going to give us a card anyway. So we'll go into life, make it a 2k. If he gives us the life, that's very risky. Yeah, he gives us a 2k. And we'll deploy the... Not a huge fan of this turn, but I don't know, we didn't have the Jack. He swings 7 into the lead. We'll give him the Rebecca, because he can still play 9-cost Kaido and kill the Rebecca anyway. 6, we'll definitely defend this one with the T-Bone. Another 6. Yep, we'll give him another T-Bone. 8. 7 for Kid. Okay, and he's 7 with lead. So we can KO this Captain Kid with the Kaido, which is pretty good. We need to take this one. No triggers. We get the Kuzan. The Brook. So this is not bad, actually. We can't go to 6k lead because of the Magellan that he did earlier. But we can swing... can start by swinging 5 into the law. We don't necessarily need to Kaido, but I think we should. We can do Rebecca Brook. That still removes the Captain Kit, because this Robin will give -5 when we play it. But it's whatever. We'll play out the Kaido. Attack into the Traveler. Give -5 to the Kid. He chooses to defend this with everything. Hopefully this isn't a 10-cost Luffy. Oh no, he has to trash the card from the Kaido. This is very good, actually. We'll get rid of the Kid, and he has to trash his last card. So if this is a Luffy, it was a Queen. We'll end our turn. He does have a lot of swings. He could potentially win. We do have the 3k. Oh, we might have made a mistake here, actually. In fact, I think we lose. This might have been my mistake. Greeting. Yeah, I missed the Moria. That's not good. Yup. No triggers. And he got us. He got us. So what was the mistake there? If on the previous turn we could have defended the 7, but I don't think that would have made a difference. If we chose to not play the Kaido and chose to instead do a Rebecca Brook combo, then we'd have had a blocker, but we'd have had 1k less in hand. So I'm not sure it would have mattered anyway. The Magellan really threw us off there, and we didn't manage to draw a Jack or a Moria until right at the end there. Yeah, that was an interesting game. Because maybe I was playing too hard around the 10-cost Luffy and didn't see the obvious, he has 4 swings and I have 2 life. If we'd played out the Rebecca Brook, I don't know if it'd have been much different. We would have had like 1k in hand. He'd have had 1 less. We'd have had the same amount of swings. We'd have had 1 blocker. And we'd have still only drawn 2k counter with the Suru. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I could have done better numbers in the early game. We didn't draw the Kuzan either. The Kuzan would have been really nice. Either way, it's a nice loss to showcase. If you can work out what I did wrong in this game, please let me know. I'm always looking to learn. I'm not too bad at the game, but I'm not great either. Especially with this. This is a new deck to me. It's really fun. But yeah, if you can work out what I could have done better in this purple Luffy game, please let me know. Okay, and here we have a game against the Pudding. So one of my homies is playing Pudding at locals at the moment. So I know they always want to go first. So I'm going to go first and take it off them. We do have the Jack, which is pretty nice. Jack into Robin. The earliest they can play a Temum is on the turn after R7. So then on 9, I can play out the Robin, reduce, and then with one other reducer, which I don't have currently, we can remove it with the Jack. I play out the Jack on 7. So we'll keep this hand. This hand looks okay. We've got nothing on 1 though. We can play out the Brook on 3. It's fine. If they play out a Searcher, we can remove the Searcher. If not, we just get the Brook. We'll just swing 5. They take the life. They get a Missile Sunday trigger. That's interesting. They're now on an odd curve. They're going to 3 this turn instead of 4. I don't know about that one. Let's play out this, give -1 here for fun, and end our turn. Yeah, they didn't get to draw the card off the Missile Sunday, and they go effectively -1 to play it out. Not sure. They do have a swing of the 5 here, but then this gives us a target to swing into, so I don't know. Interesting. I think I'll happily give up the T-Bone on one of these hits. They're probably going to do 6-7. They might play out a Viola blocker. They're definitely going to ramp with the leader. We'll get to see what some of these triggers are. They hit us with a 7, and we've got a Brulee trigger and a Pudding trigger. We'll take this one. If they want to swing 6 with the Sunday, it's fine. And give them the T-Bone. Not taking 2 hits there. We are now on 5. We cannot play the Sanji. We can play out the Rebecca to summon back the T-Bone. And then we can swing 5-5. Or we can not do that and just play out to do a big swing of 10 into the 5. They're going to 6 next turn. They can play the Katakuri. If you don't swing into life, that's pretty good, because then they can't ramp with the leader again. So they can Katakuri go to 7, and then they'll draw to 9, which is just a 9-mum. Next turn, we are playing the Jack. Kind of want to play out the Rebecca here. It's unfortunate that we don't have Arrested Dom on our Sanji. So yeah, I'm going to start with 5 into the Sunday, and then we'll do 5 into the Sunday again with the Brook. Get a couple cards out of his hand. He gives us the Sunday and a card. Incredible. We'll deploy the Rebecca, grab back the T-Bone, and play out nothing, and end the turn. So if we can defend this Brook, which he plays a Searcher, we can with the Rebecca blocker. On the next turn, we can Jack to KO a4. He plays out a Sunday. Interesting. We can also just 2k out of this to keep the Rebecca. Yeah, I quite like that. No blockers. Give him the T-Bone. Or the Suru. Oh, we have no Morias. The Suru doesn't matter. We'll give him the T-Bone. So we can't quite deal with the Sunday, with the Jack. We can still get the Jack on the board, which is pretty good. So we'll start. Do we want to give him this blocker trigger? I don't think we really care, to be honest, about the blocker trigger at this point. And if he does trigger the blocker, we can Jack it. So this is actually, that's actually a big mistake from him, seeing that we're on 7. So we can just play out the Jack, use the Jack effect, draw one, trash one. Not sure we're going to need 2 of these Sanjis, and we'll get rid of the Brule. And end the turn. We do keep the Brook on board, which is incredible. He can play out the 9-mum here. Then he can bot life either our Brook or our Rebecca. He trashes the Sunday. He got another Sunday. See what he bot lifes the Rebecca. Swings 5 into life. I think we're going to take one of these and then counter out of the other one. We'll take this. And then we'll counter with the... Let me think. So we could play the Robin. Get this down to 4. We got the Brook to get it down to 1. To 3. And then we can Jack to carry the Mum. So yeah, we probably don't need the Suru. We might need the Suru in the future though, so we'll probably keep the Suru around. Might give him the Sabo here. Maybe I don't need to. No, I can give him the Sabo. This is fine. I don't want to go down too low. I want to keep nice and high against the Pudding. We can swing into this Missile Sunday as well. He needs to pass the turn. We get an Ice Age off the top. That's lovely for later. So we'll swing... So what have we got? We've got 1, 2, 3, 6 for the Robin. We've got 3 Don to play with by the looks of it. We need 1 for leader. Put that there now. In case he gets any triggers that can hit a 3. Yeah, we only need 6 for the Robin. And then 2 for the Brook. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, we can swing 6 into the Sunday. -1 to the Linden. If he wants to give us a card here, that's absolutely fine. I'm going to be swinging 7 into it anyway. 7. He lets it go. Drop the Robin. This down. Play the Jack. Trash, definitely the Kuzan. Okay, the Linden. End the turn. So now on the next turn, if he just wants to drop a 10-mum. It's 5 into 4. Do I want to keep this? Pretty nice to keep. Yeah, on the next turn, between the Robin and the Moria, yeah, we'll trash their Suru. Will we? Will we trash their Suru? He's just going to 10-mum here. We can remove the 10-mum very efficiently. Yeah, I'll trash the Suru. I'm probably going to attack with this Brook, and then he trashes another Suru from our life. That's fine. We get a 2k here. So we're going to Don Brook, I think, then Don Leader. We'll Don Leader, then I think we want to swing 7 first with the Robin. Because that's the most important one to get off. If he gets a beige off this life, the Robin needs to have gone off. Do that there. Then we'll swing 5 with the Brook. Nice one here. KO nothing. He takes again. Out Moria. Grab the Kuzan and the Tsudu. Play that over the Brook. Suru effect here. Kuzan draws us a card. Should have done this 7 swing, but we know this one's a pudding actually, so it doesn't really matter. We can jack, draw and trash one, and then KO the Linen. Trashing the jack, KO the Linen. And then we'll go 7. He's very aggressively taking this life. There's a 10 ace. The ace is going to slam into the Robin. We can save this. We can 2k here. And then 1k on the Sabo. Although we don't necessarily need to. Just by swinging with the Ice Age and swinging with the Kuzan and the Ice Age. You know what? I'm gonna do it. We'll trash this, and then honestly, I'll probably take the 5, and he concedes. So I think he did have a nice beige at the bottom there for us, but yeah, his hand was just lots of aces, no more big bums, so our life was in no danger. I'd have probably took this 5, and then we can swing something like 7 at life with the Kuzan. Okay, minus the ace, 7 with the Robin. Minus 5 the ace, go the ace for 3 with jack, and then we've got another couple of big hits with the Moria and the Luffy, and we can even sabo up if we feel like we need to. Yeah, that was a pretty convincing win against the Pudding. He did make that interesting play at the start with the Nico Robin trigger, with the Missile Sunday trigger, which set him back a turn, which was interesting. Yeah, I don't know about that one. Either way, we'll take the win. Here we have a game against the Zoro. I want to see how well this deck can do into big aggro rush. So I know they like to go first, so they can have the chopper on 3. So I'm going to take first from them, and we're going to look pretty aggressively for Brook. We do find the Brook, that's very nice. So if he plays out a Searcher on his 2-don turn, we can just play the Brook. Nothing on 1. He draws 2. If he does keep a Don active, I'm not attacking him. I don't want him to get the event value. I'll happily just play the Brook and pass. He gets the 04 Alabaster Chopper off the Nami. If he does play a second Searcher, I will attack him. But if he leaves his Don active, we're not touching that. No way. He does play the Nami, okay, so I will attack him. We'll give him a resource. But it's important to not leave him at 5, otherwise we can never end the game. And where we've got this Brook, he gets the EB Chopper. That chopper's pretty strong. Into our Jack, we need to remove that as soon as possible. We get the Ice Age. Ice Age not amazing, but it could come in clutch on these early turns. To let Brook KO something more meaningful than a Nami. We'll do 5 into 5. He should take this every time. If he counters, that's amazing. Because we get a card out of his hand. I'd much prefer a card out of his hand than out of his life. He's taking his time. But yeah, the Zoro, I'm loving the Zoro. The Zoro is really cool, this format, I think. The new chopper really makes it go fast. I've personally played some really cool builds, and I've seen some even cooler ones. I've got a new build at the moment that I've been cooking up with the jet pistols. I think the jet pistol combined with... he gives us a card. Combined with the chopper that he just took, the EB chopper, is really nice. It lets you KO a Moria for 4 dons. It lets you KO a Jack. It lets you KO anything of that value. Useless Kid. Anyway, on R3, we're just going to drop the Brook, get rid of the Nami, and end the turn. If he has revealed the Makino, he wants to play out more Makinos on this turn. We can easily trash one with the brand new for the Nami, but I expect he's just going to drop some kind of chopper. This chopper works. Thought he might choose the other chopper, but I guess not. That's okay. On our 5, we might use the Ice Age early, you know? Keep this Suru in the back. Is he going to deploy anything with the chopper? Is he just running down the clock? 5 into 5. I think I will take this first one. We do get a Moria, that's pretty good. And he leaves one Don open. Unfortunately, we have to attack him to clear anything with the Brook. But I guess we will attack him first with the leader. So what are we looking to do here? We're gonna got a Rebecca brand new combo. We don't have anything trash, so it feels a little wasteful. Maybe we'll just play out a brand new. Save the Rebecca for later. Yeah, so we're going to play out a brand new. Keep one for the Ice Age. Let's just swing 5. See what he does. If he chooses to use this event now, that's fine. He can do that. He's... Yep, got to click no blocker. He takes the hit. Okay. I think we will use the Ice Age to get rid of the chopper. Oops. Yep, that's... Yeah, Ice Age the chopper. And then we can attack 6. Carrying the chopper. He might get the event, but either way, he was going to have this chopper anyway. He just uses a rad beam. Okay, this is a... I don't know why he did that. Okay, let's play out the brand new. Let's not think too hard. T-Bone, we get a Brook in the trash for the Rebecca. That's really nice. On our next turn, we're going to 7. We can't yet get value off this Robin. He fights on the other Nami. Plays out the Zoro. So we can swing 6, 7. If he wants to swing into the Brook, I'll probably let it go. As much as I'd love to keep it around, maybe I can keep it around, you know? Let's see. Let's see where he goes. 6 into life. As much as I don't want to give up the Suru as our reduction, I think I need to, because I don't want to take 2 hits, and I don't want to give him my entire hand. This is 7. This can be 8 with the Nami. Yeah, definitely take that one. No triggers. One thing to note in this matchup is you actually do have quite a lot of triggers. Ice Age... Oh, no, that's more the Lucci, but you still have the Ice Age triggers that can be pretty good. Okay, so here we've got the Brook. We can use this Brook and this Rebecca Brook to take out these Namis. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and preferably 1 to attack. I think we'll attack 7 into the Zoro. If he wants to defend this with an entire hand, that is fine. I will say he's had a little bit of a rough start. He's not found the EB Chopper, and he has not found the Shut Up event. But he's playing some weird cards. He's playing the Rad Beam. I've not seen the Rad Beam in Zoro for a while. Let's Don here, attack, and drive by this Nami. Getting rid of this one's really nice. Being able to get rid of these cards so easily with the Brooks is so powerful. And then we will deploy the Rebecca, grab the Brook, get out the Brook, and end our turn. This is looking pretty good. We're both at 3 life. We've got same cards in hand, but we have a Rebecca blocker for this turn. And he has nothing on the board. We've got double Brooks. Next turn, we can do a Moria play. We can use Rebecca, summon another Brook, And play out the Suru from trash with the Moria. And we still have Don leader to go to a 6k leader. Once we get to 6k leader, it starts to get pretty tough for him. So where's he swinging? Swinging 7 into face. I'm not letting you have this one. No blockers. We'll give you the T-bone, and we'll give you the Robin's interesting. I don't think we need brand new. We'll do that. In fact, this dragon is quite terrifying. We'll give him that. I don't want to take hits as much as I'd love to dig for Ice Age. So we can't kill this dragon. We can do, unless we just want to swing everything into it, which doesn't seem great into the Zoro matchup. Maybe we just don't care about it. We can do Rebecca brand new off of the Moria to grab a blocker and a card. We can swing 5 with leader. We can swing 7 with leader into the Zoro. Get him down to 2 and honestly kind of be threatening lethal next turn. And we go to 6k leader, which is really important. I think we're just going to do that. We're going to play out the Moria, grab the Rebecca and the brand new over the brand new. Use the brand new effect, whiff on the brand new. And the Rebecca will grab back. This Sanji's somewhat tempting. But I think we'll just grab a 2k. Play out. Do you want to play out the Brook? I don't hate playing out the Brook. Keeping a 1k in hand is nice. Let's not do that. And then let's swing 7. We didn't have the Ice Age for this dragon. Maybe I could have kept the Ice Age from earlier. I think it was the Brook and the Chopper. That's fine. If I'd kept the Ice Age from earlier, we would have been able to remove the dragon pretty easily. I don't know. Maybe I overvalued removing... That's an interesting play. Kin Killer. What are we going with? You're leaving one up? Surely we're going 7 with Zoro, which I will defend with the Brook and the T-bone. We can swing big with this, which I'll defend. And then the Kin Killer we can also defend, so we can stick at 3. And we can keep this Robin around. Which is pretty good. 7 into 6. 7 into 6. Okay, we're definitely defending that. No blockers. Give him the T-bone. I always forget that we're a 6k leader. That's so broken. Into this matchup. Bring 6 into 6. Yep, no blockers. We'll give him the Brook. And then we'll block the dragon hit with the Rebecca. I want to use this aggressively because I don't know if he's playing something like a Nico Robin or even a Jet Pistol. You draw the Kaido. The Kaido is not bad. The Kaido is not bad. We can swing 5 into... I don't think we need to go for game this turn. We can swing 5 into 4. Or 4 into 5. Get rid of this Chopper. For free. Then swing the Moria into the Kin Killer. He does have the other Chopper. But then we can swing 7 with leader, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, let's go for that. Let's go for this here. Get rid of this Chopper. We do have to swing the other Brook to reduce the dragon to a 7 for the Kaido. Unfortunately. We'll do 9 into the Kinka. If he wants to give us this Chopper, it would be a mistake for him to do that. That is a mistake. We can Don leader. Swing 7 into the Kid Killer. He cannot defend this. Play out the Kaido. Activate main. Trashing the Kuzan. Send this to the trash, and he has to lose this last card. which if this was like a kin killer, that's really nice to get rid of from his hand. I don't care about all these Brooks now, it was just a Jinbei, and let's pass. We almost certainly have game next turn. We've got the leader, we've got the Kaido, we've got the Moria. We can maybe even save watch some of these. Okay, he just has a Zoro. That's fine. He needs to clear board, otherwise he just loses. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 swings, and he has no cards. He telegraphs his attacks for us. 9-9. Yep. Yep, you can have those. We do get another Moria. And in all fairness, can we guarantee it? We can do 5 with lead. We can do 5 with brand new, 7 with lead. Yeah, we I'm pretty sure we have game here. He's not threatening us anyway. Let's go for it. 5 with brand new. He has to take. He has no cards. We can do 7 with lead. He has no don up for a rad beam, so even if this was a rad beam off the life, can't play it, so he has to take this one. Then we'll swing 9 with the Moria. Again, he has to take it, and then put everything else on the Kaido. Yep. 16 into 5, there's no way. So that was a pretty convincing win against the Zoro. I do wonder where his new choppers were. He didn't seem to see any of them. I'm fanning through his deck. I don't see them. They must be there somewhere. He must be playing the new... Anyway, he didn't see the new chopper, but he wasn't able to go very fast, and we got the win. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed those games with the Black Luffy. I really enjoyed this deck. This was pretty fun. These were my first games. If you saw anything that I did wrong, anything you think you could have done better, any plays that you think my opponent missed, please let me know. I would love any advice I can get with this deck. Like I say, I'm brand new to it. I have played a bit of luigi, but this plays quite differently, I feel. It's more of a building board deck than removing everything. One card I am interested in trying is at least 1, maybe 2 copies of the Helmeppo. It does really feel like it would be nice in those moments where Lucci is able to clear everything, to be able to do Rebecca, Helmeppo, Brook with your Moria. He's also Navy searchable, which is fine. I think I might try cutting one of these Sanjis, go down to 2 Sanjis, add in a Helmeppo, and then maybe try to find one more slot, maybe one of the Sabos. But this guy's really good too. I'm not sure on that one, but I would like to find room for Helmeppo. If you can find room for that, or if you don't think it's necessary, let me know. If you enjoyed the video and you've made it this far, please subscribe. I'm going to try and get more of these videos out more frequently now. My first video kind of popped off much more than I was expecting. But yeah, this has been fun. I love this deck. If you have any additions that you think could be cool, let me know. I'm always looking to improve my lists. And again, shout out to Luigi Amato for this starting list. This is a really strong list. Would recommend you guys give it a go on the sim. See what you think. Hope you have a lovely day.